people still deal with stress. Just all the time, especially
still lifing.
Right, life is still lifing, especially coming up, you know what I'm saying, like in the urban communities and stuff like that. Though it's like an extra layer of stress and depression and anxieties and all kind of different things that's going on and stuff like that though. So it's a lot of people that might not understand that and know that though, and we call them like urban stressors. You know what I'm saying? Things that can in a place to where you are dealing with a mental issue in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? To where maybe you got to go, try to find an outlet to be positive and shit though. So, me, I'm a stoner, you know what I'm saying? And I deal with mental shit. So I got notes right here though. You know what I'm talking about? Because I wanted to make sure I stay on task on what we talking about. And you know what I mean? Like different kind of stressors that we deal with in the urban communities and stuff like that though, man. So, one stressor is noise pollution. You know what I'm saying? Noise pollution. And the effect is like this though. Consistent exposure to traffic, construction, and other urban noises can lead to increased stress levels, sleep, disturbance, and even anxieties. You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask y'all though, growing up in urban communities, when it comes to noise pollution or just being where something always going on, you know what I'm saying? You might have grew up living in an apartment building or something, and your neighbor got a dog, or you know what I'm saying? They playing music in this apartment, or you know what I'm saying? Or even living next door to somebody in the home. And a lot of things is going on to where you can't get proper rest or not getting proper sleep and stuff like that. So I want to ask y'all in that realm, have y'all ever dealt with that?
Me on that realm, nope. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how you describe like certain like noises, traffic sounds, you know what I'm saying, loud working, bangs and shit like that, or things like that. Me coming up in my type of urban community, you know what I'm saying, the noise was like a norm. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't too much of a stressor. You know what I'm saying? The stressor actually came when it got quiet.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Once the noise actually stopped, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
then you hear everything, every little thing.
You know what I'm saying? Wooty Woot them ain't out there arguing or such. The dogs down there ain't even barking. You don't hear old Johnny Kids up the street, you know what I'm saying, double dutching. All of a sudden you just
silence.
That's when the stressors come. Mothers get where my son at?
When it's too quiet.
You may have certain, you know what I'm saying, friends, comrades. Where my buddy at?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Those were the stressors, you know what I'm saying, versus you hearing, you know what I'm saying, loud honkings and all that shit. You know what I mean? But then now that I said like the loud honking, You're absolutely right. It is a fucking stressor. Because when I be in traffic and this, like, oh my goodness.
Like, why are you touching that horn? Like,
bruh, sometimes, like, you don't use your blinker. Sometimes I'll be wanting to park, get out, and like, you seen that video of the old boy come up?
Hey, that's a major stressor.
So now, yes, you know what I'm saying? I'm still standing on like where I come up at. It's like the quietness is what will cause certain anxieties, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to that point, you are totally right now that I think about that, because I'm an everyday driver within LA County.
Right.
I would definitely, because I didn't even realize, I didn't realize it till you said something, because like throughout my youth, I lived on a very busy street where that's all you heard. It was always noise, right? And then every time I'd be on the phone with my friends, they would and I never realized it or heard it, because you get used to it.
Right.
But they would just always be like, why is there always an ambulance running by your house? Because we were just right outside downtown, so we had that main road.
Right.
So it was blocked out for me, but they would always be like, what is going on over there?
Right.
Then my parents then upgraded, bought a house in a very quiet area, and that's where I developed anxiety, because I was just like, there was nothing going on, you know, and it was too quiet. At night, I couldn't sleep. I developed insomnia because I could not sleep. Like, it was just crickets, and that's it. And then you would get this paranoia, like, what the fuck Like, like why it's too quiet,
Right.
because you're so used to that hustle bustle,
Yeah.
so, and then it's crazy, and it's just like you go back to those areas, and then you're like, wait, I don't belong in those areas no more. But then it's like you're,
Right.
you're going back and forth. Like you want the noise, but then you're like, no. And then you're like, you straddle a little bit. Like
Right.
It was something I read on social media, you know what I'm saying, scrolling. It was like they described as far as like they upbringing, you know what I'm saying, shooting, fighting, you know what I'm saying, jail, you know what I'm saying, parties, stabbings, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But now they to the point to where it's like, man, I'm going to like somewhere in a nice gated community, you know what I'm saying, Walmart. I'm nervous as a motherfucker. But I can go to this house party, club, do all of this shit and feel straight up at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, the way our minds is conditioned is kind of...
it's a little crazy.
Right. Yeah, you get used to, like me, I would say I'm a little opposite, right? The noise and all that shit didn't bother me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was used to it. But I enjoyed when it was quiet. And I like the quietness sometimes, you know what I mean? Even now.
Oh, that's most definitely.
Yeah, even now, even in being in traffic, I'll be driving and nothing on in the car sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not even really just thinking about nothing, just paying attention to what I'm doing as far as driving, but just quietness. Like I enjoy the quietness to get away from all the loud shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a whole bunch of loud shit. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, damn, that again? You know what I'm saying? Like this, my thought process, like, damn, that again.
So the noise is like a stressor for you then.
I wouldn't necessarily say it stressed me out or it was a stressor. It can be a trigger because I like quiet. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. Not all the time, no, but sometimes I like it quiet and just that hum. You know what I'm saying? And to where I can dig into my thoughts or just be fucking quiet. And I'll go to sleep fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll blow me something and just be quiet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I can kind of be at peace.
I mean, that all depends on circumstance. You know
and
what
the
I'm saying?
person.
Yeah, like still, even the person and the circumstance. You know what I mean? If you're a married man or you're a married woman, you know what I'm saying, and you may have kids, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that solace, that peace, you know what I'm saying, you may not find when you finna go to sleep.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes sometimes that peace comes and you're like, shit, I'm finna go take a 20, 30-minute shit.
Man.
Nigga, that's my quiet time. Nigga, that's where I find all the peace. And once I get up off this toilet, I'm ready to deal with whatever the hell is coming.
And after that 30 minutes, your legs numb. No,
So let me ask y'all this. You guys can fall asleep in dead silence.
Yeah.
You don't have no TV, no fan, no nothing. You can fall asleep in dead silence.
Nah, I need a fan.
I can.
Me, I need a fan.
Something, right?
Gotta have a noise.
I
yeah.
can't fall asleep in dead silence.
I can.
That shit will have me
I can
paranoid
go
as
to
a
sleep in
motherfucker.
silence. Yes, I can. But my preferred preference, I'm gonna be comfortable
Right.
with the fan. If I fall asleep like just anything outside of that, it may not be a good night rest.
Is it the air of the fan or the noise in the fan?
You know what, my man? I can't even call it if it's the noise or the coolness. You know what I mean? It's just I need the fan. It don't necessarily gotta be a big. I can have like, you know what I'm saying.
I think it started with
small
me as
gas.
the air, like it started as a necessity, but then it's just like you put the fan on in the summer.
I think a lot of
section.
black people sleep with the fan on.
and then it just stays on year round. Like you start with the summer, the necessity,
Even in the
and then it's
winters.
like,
hey,
it's
but
gonna
look,
stay on.
Right.
Like what about this one though? You know what I'm saying? It's like you relaxed in the bed, you got your little TV show on, you don't care about the show.
Right.
But it just got that tone to where it's like it's lullabying you to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And right before you get there, a kid, your significant other, change it or turn it off, and then
You wake
bam,
up.
You
Yep.
up out of
Like, why you turn that off?
Yeah.
like what the fuck? And they be like, you was going to sleep. You like, I wasn't all the way there.
Yeah.
That's me
right.
1,000%.
Right.
That's me
yeah.
1,000%. That's where I get that from my dad too. He's the same way. Football's on as soon as you shut it off. He loves saying I was watching that.
I was watching that. Then now he woke though. Now he sit up and he woke and he like, okay,
Right.
yeah.
But he'll fall asleep sitting up just like this. Every night, fall asleep like that. Every
And he
day.
could probably tell you the last 3 plays.
Man.
Right.